Not saying when. End of the season.
End of the season. Look, I think the big hug and on he goes is probably the most likely situation for Morelos. He's had a period of time at the football club. He's had good times. He's had bad times. I think what's being consistent is his goals at an important level for Rangers when they needed it. But the longer this saga has dragged out for me, the more I've felt confident that unfortunately he will be moving on. And part of Michael Beale's recruitment, as he touched on there, the two jobs now and next season, it has to be in place. They need to have players ready to start July 1. There needs to be a freshness, I think, to try and take Rangers to a different level, an improved level to try and get closer to Celtic.
But it looks as though he will be going, and it could well be Seville, but nobody's saying it at the moment.
Nobody's saying it at this moment in time. Obviously, that has been the club. Yeah. I've heard, obviously, Michael's comments there. I've also heard still rumblings that deal potentially is going to go through.
Peter, you took there was a lot of criticism early in the season from Rangers fans when you said about the magnitude of the size of Rangers. Well, some people didn't hear this. They heard you saying, he should have done better, could do more, that he should really want to play for Rangers or whatever. But I think you've been proved to be right. I mean, 120 goals for Rangers, the top European scorer, but he was missing too many times. How do you feel now? Do you think the Rangers fans have come round to realise he's been great, but could have been an all-time great?
So much better, and unfortunately down to himself, his lack of professionalism. And I hate saying that about any player, but pictures don't lie, your body shape doesn't lie in the position you're asked to play. You're a professional footballer, you're an athlete, but the biggest thing for me was when Rangers needed him most, he wasn't there. The manager needed him most in the most important game this season, he wasn't there. He was left behind. And as I say, listening to Michael Beale there, it's definitely past tense. 100% is past tense. They're talking about there, and obviously he's not wanting to say that now because we've got important games left before the end of the season. But I think for me personally, if I'm the manager there, he'd be going out the door, and I'd be obviously trying to get a striker in. And I'm sure the way that Michael's talking there's going to be a few going out the door, and he's talking like, say, maybe the guys on the big salary, so he thinks they're going to be bit parts. I think they'll see them leaving so he can spread that money more across the squad.